indication. Keith's going to do the indication, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be Bill Bilbrey.
Good, please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly and gracious Father, we come to you with bowed heads and thankful hearts, thanking you for another opportunity to serve the citizens of all good, Lord. We thank you for the many blessings you give us each day. We thank you for watching over us during the heavy rains. Pray that you continue to protect those that are in danger and keep them safe, and allow us to help them in their time of need when they call upon us, Lord. Pray for those that have lost loved ones, that you just reach down and comfort them, Lord, and carry them through these difficult times, help them to get through. Lord, pray for those that are sick in our community, that you lift them up, heal them, that your will be done in each of their lives. Pray your blessings upon this board as they make decisions, Lord, that they would be for the benefit of all the citizens of all good and for the betterment of the city. It's in your name we ask these many things. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Miss Ann, will you call the roll?
Honorable Mayor Fowler, Honorable Vice Mayor Norris,
Present.
Honorable Councilman Bilbrey,
Present.
Honorable Councilwoman Hawkins,
Present.
Honorable Councilman Hill.
Present.
Okay, we'll consider the agenda and the minutes. Consider the approval for the agenda as present.
I make the motion.
Second. Miss Ann, will you call the roll?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilbrey,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
Honorable Hill.
Yes.
Consider approval of the minutes of council meeting held on January the 14th, 2020.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Miss Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilbrey,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
Honorable Hill.
Yes.
No. New business.
New business of item 3, consider approval to suspend the reading of the resolution of 328-20 and 329-20.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Miss Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilbrey,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
Honorable Hill.
Yes.
Keith, have you got anything about the resolutions of the 328-20?
Resolution 328-20 is regarding bonds for water sewer project. These are bonds through USD Rural Development loans. These are low interest bonds that allow us to do this water sewer project. The amount of the deficiency bond will be $1.89 million. This is for the water and sewer expansion. The water will start here at Trinity, go down Main Street, connect over at First Avenue and also out at Mirandy Road, tying the entire system together. Also adding additional hydrants downtown for additional fire protection downtown, and fixing a deteriorated line that's currently downtown at the moment. It's been in the ground since the 60s, Mr. Jones? Yes. So these are revenue sewer bonds, deficiency bonds through USD Rural Development. This is a project we've been working on for a while. This is final resolution. The initial resolution passed. There was no one that came in and filed any complaint against that. Is that correct, Ann?
That's correct.
To do that, they had 20 days from last month's meeting when the initial resolution passed. The 20-day window passed, and there were no opposition to the ordinance or resolution. So this resolution is final bond resolution as prepared by our bond counsel.
This was posted on newspaper as well?
It was in the newspaper, it was online, and it has to run in the Herald Citizen to be able to do that. So that did meet all the requirements. I did forget that it does include sewer from Brookside out to Old Walton Circle, Arbor Place, and Oak Haven, so that we'll finish those plan of services requirements established for those subdivisions that were annexed several years ago.
And this is a 40-year bond, isn't it?
It is. We can get out of it early if we need to, and prepay with no penalty.
Okay.
Number 4 is consider approval of the resolution of, well, that's the same one that he just talked about. The bonds for the water and sewer project.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Ms. Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilberry,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
Honorable Hill.
Yes.
Yeah, we can just mention it. Item number 5 is a resolution 32920. This was to honor all good citizen Mark DeClaire for his work on the creation of the Human Fund. Mayor Fowler wanted to be present for this, so this item, if you would, table it tonight. So if we could get a motion to table this next month, we'll pick this back up.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Ms. Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilberry,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins, Honorable Hill.
Yes.
Number 6, consider approval to issue an RFP for signs at the entrance of All Good and Highway 111. Keith?
This is an item we talked about last night. We have attempted to improve the signs at each end of All Good at 111 and Main Street, and at 111 and 42 there are currently just 4x4 posts with some generic signs that say something to the effect of great place to live, and it's got All Good on it. It had been requested multiple times that we review this with the possibility of putting some kind of a nice brick and mortar welcome to All Good, something kind of looks like what's out here in front of City Hall, and make the entrances to All Good kind of dressed up with maybe a flower bed and a flag or solar lights or some things that really stand out, so when you get to All Good you know you're here, to distinguish where those two boundaries are. And so an RFP is one way to do that, where you send this out to designers and they send you back what their proposal is and what it looks like and what it costs. After a lot of discussion last night, I think one of the options is that each member of the council can come back with some signs that they kind of like or what they think it should look like, and I can get you some comparative prices of what we paid for the sign out front here at City Hall, so that you know what that sign cost, and then go from there. So we can table this tonight and come back with some design options next month, and then review it and decide how to move forward. If that's how you all wish to move forward, we can do that.
Well, I make a motion to table it.
I'll second that.
Ms. Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilberry,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
and Honorable Hill.
Yes.
I apologize for that.
Hey, I would just add too, if anybody else has any suggestions, I mean, this is, the whole concept of what we talked about last night is, you know, do a little bit more diligence on the design phase, and if any citizen has any strong feelings one way or another, me personally, I think the sign outside of the building here is pretty nice, and, you know, that was kind of the thinking where I'm at, but, if somebody has any other strong feelings, I'd love to hear it.
Okay. Number 7, consider approval for affordable driveways for the 2020 sidewalk bids with attachment bid price. Keith?
We did this as we've done in the past. We asked for bids to be good through December 31st of 2020. We do not have the bidder include concrete price. Concrete prices are included with the bill from a contractor at the time of construction at current market value for the concrete from whoever they use, Squatchy or a couple of the other companies. This was run in the newspaper January the 12th, January the 19th, January the 26th, January 29th, and February 2nd for a public bid opening Tuesday, February the 4th at 10:15. The only company that submitted a bid proposal was Affordable Driveways. Typical sidewalk, 4 inches thick per square foot, poured price $2.25. Driveway crossing, 6 inches thick per square foot, poured price, labor $2.25 a square foot. Concrete curb per linear foot, $5. A pedestrian ramp 4x2 with truncated domes or acceptable substitute for ADA requirements per section is $175 plus the square foot price to install the 4x2 truncated domes. Demolition with hallway is $1.50 per square foot. So these prices allow us to work through December the 31st, 2020. Under this bid contract, we can do it as we have funding available, and when July 1st rolls, if you all allocate additional funding, we can continue the work. And that seems to prove to do good service and allow us to get the most for our money without having to go back and rebid projects. It also prevents, us getting a project where they're marking the price up just because it's one project. This way we can kind of give them, this is how much we want done, and it allows us to continue moving with this and keep putting sidewalk down.
This is the same rate he had last year?
Rates exactly the same as last year.
I think it's probably the year before that as well, so.
It was. He hadn't changed the rates in several years.
Victor, this looked about right.
The last bid we had, he had a competitor, was about 3 years ago, and the bid prices were about $10 per square foot. So I think this is very competitive and allows us to continue working at a modest rate.
And no complaints, services from previous services? I mean,
No,
sidewalks look great from my standpoint, but.
If we go
I mean,
look at anything and we don't like it, he rips it out and fixes it back. So we
Perfect.
haven't had any issues.
You have no problems, Victor? Perfect.
This is also the way we poured the farmer's market pad, because it's already a per square foot price, so we were able to implement that on other projects if we needed to.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second. Ms. Ann?
Vice Mayor Norris,
Yes.
Honorable Bilberry,
Yes.
Honorable Hawkins,
Yes.
Honorable Hill.
Yes.
You got any reports?
The Big Mac Drive extension is in process. We have asked a survey company. They are working on getting the survey. We've also got our engineer working on spec sheet to get us through there. We're also applying for permits to get that project moving forward. So as soon as we get some information, we'll be ready to go to bid. Walmart has asked just to review the plan, but they were good with our proposal to connect, so I don't think there'll be any issues. They just want to see what the final is going to look like. So we think this will alleviate a lot of issues. So that is moving forward. And department heads, do you have anything?
Are there any citizens or delegations here tonight want to speak? Come to the podium, please. If not, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.